Imagine executing a flawless personal strategy to manage a severe, life-altering neurological injury inside a tightly restricted domestic landscape, finding absolute sanctuary inside your heavily structured daily orientation notes, only to watch your beautifully structured universe violently fracture when an unexpected, high-stakes anonymous warning forces you into a high-security, forced proximity psychological crisis under the watchful eyes of a notoriously ruthless, cold-blooded legal guardian. This is the breathlessly high-octane, intensely moving, and utterly addictive reality that detonates across the pages of Freida McFadden's spectacular medical psychological thriller masterpiece, Do You Remember? Serving as a monumental, chart-topping holy grail of modern domestic suspense, this exceptional novel delivers an absolute triumph of the unreliable narrator, gaslighting, and trapped house genres, making it a mandatory addition to your dark mystery playlist, where every calculated half-truth, shifting power dynamic, and raw midnight discovery will leave you completely spellbound. The narrative masterfully traces an intricate, fast-paced game of high-intensity emotional and tactical chess, told through alternating layers of a fractured consciousness. Tess is a fierce heroine who has spent her entire life hiding behind a heavily armored psychological shield of trauma-induced amnesia following a catastrophic car accident that systematically erases the last decade of her life every time she falls asleep. Her defensive walls completely shatter when she wakes up in an unfamiliar bedroom next to a handsome stranger, Graham, who clinically claims to be her deeply devoted husband. Bound together by a sudden logistical care arrangement, Tess enters a dark timeline of deep-seated mutual suspicion and severe isolation, relying on hidden notes scrawled on her own body and cryptic messages left behind in her own handwriting to navigate a house with locked doors requiring interior keys. Her fragile sense of domestic reality completely cracks when her phone receives an explosive, untraceable text message. Don't trust the man who calls himself your husband. McFadden masterfully structures an exceptionally rapid-fire rhythm, effortlessly layering a lush, claustrophobic atmosphere over a poignant, unblinking exploration of identity crises, medical manipulation, and severe underlying survival anxiety. Drawing directly from McFadden's authentic background as a practicing physician, the story infuses brilliant medical accuracy into Tess's daily disorientation, transforming a brain injury diagnosis into a dangerous weapon of absolute control. As Tess and her tight circle, including her elusive caregiver Camila and her distant best friend Lucy, navigate an escalating war zone of hidden tracking clues, forced medical injections, and shifting domestic realities behind closed doors, every pristine foundation of trust gets systematically dismantled. The audiobook format breathes a thrumming, deeply intimate life into this addictive tale, utilizing a god-tier conversational narration performance that perfectly renders every low rumble of possessive, chilling control from Graham, sharp survival instincts from Tess, and breathless whisper of panic flawlessly. It is a triumphant, pulse-pounding masterwork that redefines modern medical suspense, proving that when your past is completely smashed to ash, absolute vulnerability to your own buried intuition isn't a defeat, it's the only way to break free.